We are the 99%. We are the 99%.
Welcome back. Tomorrow it's going to be a big day for the Occupy movement here. It is their general strike. They chose tomorrow, May 1st, because that date may hold here some special significance for the labor movement. May Day associated with the international labor movement and workers' rights. Tomorrow there's going to be protests all across this country. Just look at those dots here. Those signify here the locations where they're going to be in large and small protests, and you're going to see them coast to coast. Our Kim Lengle, who's been following the Occupy movement since the very beginning, she joins us live now from New York City with a little bit of a preview of what we can expect. Kim?
Yeah, and Rich, you're exactly right. You know, most people assume tomorrow's event is an Occupy Wall Street event, and while that is partly true, you know, they've been planning this event since November because they wanted to transcend all Occupy Wall Street movements in the past. Now, you'll remember back in October and November when they marched across the Brooklyn Bridge twice. In total, there was about 1,000 arrests over those two events, but they say tomorrow they want it to be much more peaceful and draw a much bigger crowd, so they've invited some friends. They've invited the labor unions to join and also immigrants' rights groups to join. Now, if we could bring up a map, this map shows the rallies going all around the city on Tuesday. You'll see the rallies are going to start out in Bryant Park in the morning, and then it's expected to head to Union Square, and later in the evening they're supposed to head to Zuccotti Park and the New York Stock Exchange. Now, the idea is that as the groups move from Bryant Park to Union Square, there's going to be more and more people joining as they leave work and are supporting this general strike. The idea is that they're supposed to clog the streets, thus creating a general strike and making it virtually impossible for most people to get to work or really do anything they want to do. Now, we're going to be out here in full force. We're going to have a team out in the streets in New York City, and of course, we're going to bring you national coverage. And we want our viewers at home to reach us through Twitter. You can reach me at Kim Lengle, and also you, Rich, at Rich French Live. And if they join us on Twitter, we're going to send them our location so that they can join us for the broadcast at 6 o'clock. Rich, back to you.
All right, Kim, thank you very much. And we're going to give you all those addresses, guys, so you can see on how to participate. I'm really interested. I'm hearing numbers here, 20,000 at least are going to get in New York. And the most interesting number is how many people from the labor unions are going to show up there tomorrow. There's never been a really coherent there might have been a message, but it hasn't been connected to the campaign, connected to a party of any kind. What happens there, it's going to be in Philly, it's going to be on the West Coast here, you're going to see them in Chicago, etc. I'm very curious to see how this plays out, and I think in a little way, who attends that as much as what they say is going to tell us a lot about what's going to be in the minds of folks here come November, because whatever you think of them, the 99 and the 1%, you say those two numbers, people have an image already in their minds, and I don't think that's just a coincidence. I think it really came out of this thing.
I think that's true, and it's entered the political lexicon, and people are certainly talking about it. I don't know if there's still as much enthusiasm as there was during the height of Occupy last year. And I think a lot of people want to leave it in the political realm, not necessarily the boots on the ground action that we saw during Occupy last year. I'm really curious because you set a big day like a general strike all across the country on a day like tomorrow. That's really a fairly high bar for this movement to clear now, and I'll be interesting to see if they clear it or if they come up short, how close they come.
I think that's right. I mean, I'm a member of the 99%, but I've got to work tomorrow. I mean, we've got to go to work. And blocking bridges isn't creating a general strike, it's creating havoc. It's
Watch
blocking
out for
people
the
from getting
students.
to
So
work.
that's my only thing. Students are about to get out, and the workforce they're coming out to, it's tough to find stuff. How much they're co-opted into this, how much the campuses really embrace this. I think it's one of Obama's only chances if he's going to get that youth vote. In some way, shape, or form.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope they surprise me. I really do.
All right, and again here, folks, as Kim mentioned, we want your participation. You see right there how you can follow us on Twitter. Again, we'll tell you at the end of the program tomorrow. We're going to be doing a lot on this coast to coast. All right, we're going to jump to a quick break. When we come back, a very significant milestone, regardless of your politics, for One World Trade Center today. We're going to have the very latest when we return.